Okay, good morning everybody. This is about the 10th time I have attempted this, and I have had a technical error in some way or other, including power outages and barking dogs outside the window. But assuming all that is over with, we're going to install and use the software for the practice set. You're going to find your CD-ROM in your little white envelope in the practice set packet. Open that up. It should say General Ledger software for Lightning Fitness Practice Set. You're going to open up your CD-ROM drive. If you don't know what the CD-ROM drive is, look for the cup holder on your computer. Open that. Take out the CD-ROM that your kids left in there when they were playing Call of Duty the other day. Just throw that away. They won't need it again, I'm sure. Take your CD-ROM, the one that says General Ledger software, place it in with the words up, and close the door. You can wait a minute, let the computer whir. You may actually come up with an option to open that and review files. That's what you want to do. If you don't get that, you're going to click on the computer icon here after your start button, and you'll see this. If you do not see this icon, if you see a blank square, stop, take out your CD-ROM, make sure the words are up, put it back in, and close the door. And in a minute you should see this show up. Okay, you can double click on that and you'll see auto run, license, and setup. License is a sleep aid, so if you can't sleep tonight, just read the license. That'll take care of the problem. Click on setup or double click on setup, and it's going to wait a second. It's going to think. There we go. It's finished thinking. And now you'll notice I already have this installed on my computer, but it's going to reinstall right over it. I'm going to read the license. Looks perfect. Say yes, and I'm going to do a complete installation, and I'm going to accept the folder where it wants to install, and then I'm going to install. Zip, zingo, ready to go. Finish. Close this down, and now I'm going to look over here, and I should find in all programs, look in the General Ledger software version 7. You will not have General Ledger inspection software or inspector software, but General Ledger software version 7, Lightning Fitness Equipment. Open that up and you'll see this wonderful screen. Here you will click on open, and you'll find a file called lightning_fitness.ia7. I'm going to head and open that. You can double click and that'll work. And I'm going to put ADRINJARELL. Please use your last name for me somewhere in there. When this little screen pops up, say yes and print. I'm not going to do it. I've already printed it 10 times, but print this and save it with you to look at from time to time. It gives you hints on how to do things, and if you just can't figure it out, this might give you what you need. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and we're going to enter something here. Let's go to the journals. There is the general journal, the purchases journal for purchases on account, cash payments, sales for sales on account, and cash receipts. Form 1 is a purchase, so we're going to go, and it's on account. So purchases journal, check the date, works good. I'm going to use the reference Form 1. The account number is for special accounts. This is not one of those situations. So we're going to debit merchandise inventory for the gross amount, 18,260. There is no amount for store supplies. I'm going to accept the accounts payable. You can't enter in accounts payable. It won't let you do that. And I'm just going to click the down arrow and pick A+ Flex Fitness Center and post. And it is automatically posted to the darn General Ledger. The next, make a tick mark to let yourself know that you've posted it to the software. You should have a tick mark showing that you've done it by pencil. And now you're kicking yourself. You're going, holy moly, this is better. And it is true, this is better. The next one is a sales. Form 2 is a sale on account. The date is correct. And I'm going to go 301, which is our invoice number, Form 2. Sales is going to be the big number, 5850. Cost of merchandise sold is 3744. Merchandise inventory credit is the same amount. They could have used one column for this. They didn't. You'll notice right now the accounts receivable is the wrong number, but once I put in this credit. My accounts receivable will be back up to the right number. The vendor is Miami Connections. I'm going to type an M and I get Miami Beach Fitness Club. I'm going to type another M and I get Miami Connections, and I'm going to post. Make a tick mark, turn the page. Let me go ahead and close this and we'll do a report. I'll show you something fun. Do a general ledger report. I picked ledger reports, general ledger. Okay, this is going to let me do from cash to interest expense, and you could choose just interest receivable to interest receivable if that's all you wanted to see. But let me go back to general ledger and choose all the accounts. And there it is. There's our entry. Our first entry was a debit to merchandise inventory of $18,260. Accounts payable, there you are, a credit to accounts payable of $18,260. Our second invoice was a sale, find it in a minute, of $5,850. Cost of merchandise sold was $3,744. From the sales journal, you see that right there. Does your posting reference for you. And my accounts receivable was $5,850. Close this baby out. We're going to go close this out. We're going to go to the journals again. We have 2 entries made, so let's go to Form 3, which is we're going to write a check. You guys do not have to write the checks for this. We're going to do just the entries. This also is April the 1st. I'm going to take that as good. I'm going to do Form 3. Nothing on the special accounts. This is a straightforward payment of accounts payable. So we're going to credit accounts payable for the gross amount, $14,560. The merchandise inventory credit is going to be the amount of the discount, the purchase discount. So $14,560 minus $14,268.8. $14,560. $291.20. Oops. You'll notice here that I couldn't do that. I tried to post. When I pressed enter, it wanted me to post, and it said it wouldn't let me do it because it doesn't have a vendor to post to. It knows that since it's going to AP, accounts payable, it needs a vendor. Check this number, cash. I can't enter there, but 14268.8 is the right thing, and it's A plus, pardon me, Flex Fitness Center. And now I press enter, and it posts, which is another way to post instead of doing that. Make your tick mark. Form 4. Okay, Form 4 is a cash receipt. So we're going to go to the cash receipts journal. Let me escape out of that. I'm going to close that because I had something in there that was screwed up. Going to cash receipts. The date is the 2nd, so I'm going to press. You can either type 040114 or all kinds of things. You can also press your plus key, and it'll go up one time. I'm going to use the reference of Form 4. You could use a check. You could use all kinds of things, but you know how these forms are important to us. We don't need anything in the special accounts. No debit or credit there. The accounts receivable credit is going to be the gross amount. It was 14,406 divided by 0.98, and you can go to the invoice or the general ledger, the accounts receivable ledger, and find this, but it's 14,700. And we're going to do a sales discount for the difference of $294. You'll notice my cash debit now will go to the 14,406 now that I have this accounts receivable and sales discount correct. It won't let me post now. Won't let me do that. It says you need a vendor. And this is Extreme Fitness Club, so I'm going to type an E here, and it picks out Extreme, and I'm going to post. Very good. Make a tick mark. You have now posted your 4th. Not only entered it in the journal, entered it and posted it. Your 4th transaction. Here we are on Form 5. We're going to write a check. Please issue a check to Harvey Insurance. This is on the 2nd, so I'm going to press the plus key, to add key, to get my date up to 402. Form 5. Account number. In this case, I got an interesting thing. I've got to interesting situation. This is going to be for prepaid insurance. So I'm going to have to find an account I want to do there. So my account, let me look at my general ledger here, and prepaid insurance is 1118. I'm going to debit prepaid insurance for 6720, and we'll credit cash for 6720. And there is nothing to go. You don't need a vendor because we haven't got anything in accounts payable, and you can just press enter at this point, and it'll post it. Make your tick mark. Form 6 is also a check, so that it's already got the date ready. Nope, the date is wrong. Up one day. Form 6 is already in there. And this is for, please issue a check for $46,480 to Fitness Network in payment of the net amount. So I'm just going to go look at my Fitness Network subsidiary ledger to make sure I'm right. And we had a $46,480 invoice, so that is the net amount. Nothing in the special accounts here. So accounts payable debit is going to be 46480. Nothing no discount here that we're going to take. So we're going to pick Fitness Network. I can type in F, or I can just choose it by pressing the down arrow here and post. Make your tick mark. You have now posted 6 of your transactions. We'll do a couple. I want to do a few more just for the fun of it. I want to get through Form 13 or 14. There we go, before we go. So this is Form 7. This is a purchase. Sale. I'm sorry. Sale on account. This is, let's see, what's the date on this baby? The 3rd. 302, which is our invoice number. Form 7. Sales credit 12162.5. Cost of merchandise sold 7784. Merchandise inventory 7784. They could have done this with one column. And 12162.5 works out. And this is day and night. And post. Tick mark. Form 8. This is a cash receipts. It is on the 3rd. It is form, in this case, notice what I'm doing here. I'm just going to backspace over that. I had to press the right arrow key and then backspace so I didn't undo the whole thing. Nothing in the special accounts. The accounts, the account receivable credit is going to be the gross amount, 12,348. Divided by 0.98 is 12,600. Not enter, but tab. 12,600. Merchandise inventory is going to be the difference between that and the 12,348, which is $252. Sorry, not the person. The sales discount is $252. My mistake. Gives me $12,348 from a net amount, and this is Anna's Gym in the Grove. Post. Make your tick mark. And one of my coworkers was just walking through, so she was very quiet. This is an in-office memo. Please issue a check. So this is going to be a cash payments. It's going to be on the 4th, my birthday. Form 9, right arrow, backspace 9. And this is Eicher Enterprises for the amount of its invoice on March 28th. So we're going down to that one, Eicher Enterprises. Now I don't know how much it is, so I'm going to find the accounts payable register and Eicher Enterprises. Their invoice was looked like $14,000. No discount. Eicher Enterprises post. Tick mark. You can pause this and watch it and then go again. SF Gems is Form 10. This is a cash receipts. It is on the 4th. Form 10. And we received 6174 for a gross amount. There was a discount here. 6174 divided by 0.98 gives me 6,300. Sorry. Sales discount $126. So that gives me 6174 for cash. And this is SF Gems post. Tick mark. Form 11. This is a sale to Ultra Fitness Boxing. The date is going to be the 5th. Form is invoice number 303. Form 11. The sales credit is 30,109.5. Cost of merchandise sold is 19,270.08. Merchandise inventory is the same thing. And we have an accounts receivable debit of 30,109.5 for Ultra Fitness post. Check mark. When I say post and it goes down, I'm pressing enter at that point, just for your continued enjoyment there. Form 12 is a purchase on account, so it's going to be in the purchases journal. The date is the 5th. Oopsie daisy. I was pressing the shift key and my tab button to get back to there. It is Form 11. Let's see. 12. My mistake. No weird accounts in here, so it's $51,650. No store supplies, and we're going to say that's from Sports AZ Depot. And instead of doing post this that way, I'm going to press the post key, or post button, just to let you know. That one's good. Make a tick mark. Now, here we go. Form 13 is the cash sales. So this is going to be cash receipts journal. Even though they're sales, they are cash sales. This is on the 6th of April. Form 13. No accounts receivable involved. Merchandise inventory credit is going to be 17,024. Cost of merchandise sold 17,024. The sales amount is 26,600. No discount. So, oh, you notice here my cash debit is wrong. And if you tried to post this, you would get screwed up, I think. Let's see. Darn it. No, it won't do it. My mistake. Let's go back. We're going to edit this. And we're going to change this. I put 17,024 and 17,027, so 17,024. I can just go right there and highlight that field, and my number and account in cash should get right. There we are. Now I can post it. It won't let me post an unbalanced entry, but it did screw up my cash number. There we are. I'm posting that baby. And I'm going to make a tick mark. Form 14 is weird. Form 14, since I'm not requiring you to keep up the check register on this part of the practice set, you really don't have to enter Form 14, because you'll notice that you have, if you look at your deposit slip you've already filled out in pencil, your 14406, your 12348, and a 6174 are already entered in your cash receipts. And since we're not doing the check register, I'm just going to put an NA on Form 14. Well, that gets us through 14 forms. I'm going to close this journal, and I'm going to go to a report now, and we're going to do the general ledger report, the whole general ledger from start to finish. And there's what my general ledger looks like. If you will post each entry correctly, if you will watch your numbers, and like I just did when I made that mistake on that cash sale, Form 13, if you'll go back and make sure you have those things right, then your posting will be right, your math will be right, and your ending balance will be right. So at this point, you can now do a financial statement. And let's do, no, I don't want to do a financial statement, ledger report. I want to do a trial balance. That's what I want to do. And this is a simple trial balance. It gives you all the accounts that have any balances in there. This is not my method, because my method is to put down all the accounts, but we can be fairly sure that the computer has picked up all the accounts and listed them correctly. I have seen times when computers, for some reason, there's a glitch and it leaves out an account for some reason, but not in this case. Okay, that is the first several entries of this, and I should have told you the very first thing we ought to do before you start entering anything, after you open this up, you're going to save as, and you're going to save it as your last name, Jarrell dash Lightning Fitness, whatever that is. And then I'm going to put 01 in here because I've already got one in here that's completed. You'll see I completed it in November last year, but I'm going to do this 01. There we go. So next time when I close this out, I can go to my Lightning Fitness, and I'm going to open up a file, and I can pick up Jarrell Lightning Fitness 01, and I'll be starting at the same place that I started last time. If I go to my journals, there's my journals just exactly where I left them. My purchases and all those other little good journals. The general journal is no hard problem to do. And let's see if I can find that first entry in the general journal for you. We'll do that one. Okay, credit memo form 20 is the first one. That is on the 9th of April, so we'll update our date to the 9th. Reference, we're going to call it form 20. Now, I don't do this like I'm doing it, all right? I'm out of order. I've skipped, 6 entries, so let's just be smart about this thing. The account I want is we're going to have sales returns. And I can look these up. I can click on the chart of accounts here, and we're going to have a sales returns and allowances, okay, of 937.5, and the vendor. Let's see. Don't need a vendor on that one. Let's see. In this case, it's not letting me go back to the date as I advance with my tab key. It goes straight to the account, and so this one is going to be accounts receivable. Let's see, sales. So we're going to have to find accounts receivable. Okay, there. Nothing on the debit column, but in the credit column, 937.5. And the vendor now is going to be SF Gems. SF Gems. Now it wants to that vendor, and we can type a a description, and I don't know if that'll work. Actually, won't let me do that. No, won't let us do descriptions. I hate this. Okay, we're going to post that one. We're going to go to form, leave the same thing. We're going to form -20 again, and we're going to, and you notice it doesn't skip lines, nothing like that. So some of our things we do on paper are not needed. This is going to be the cost of merchandise sold and merchandise inventory. We're going to debit merchandise inventory for 600, and we're going to do cost of merchandise sold for 600. And we're going to post. Okay, so now I'm going to make a tick mark on mine, but you guys don't need to do that now. You can replay this part of the video when you get ready. But there you go. In about half an hour, we've done 14 entries plus 1, and gotten that far along. So I hope you like this a lot better. Close, save, and close. Y'all have a good day, and we'll see you on Tuesday.